Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Keralakam CBSE School Mudur online classes. In previous class, we completed chapter number 4, Practical Geometry. Today, we will start new chapter, Data Handling. Chapter 5, Data Handling. So before directly understanding what is data handling, first we'll discuss what is data. So, in day-to-day life, you might have come across information. In our day-to-day life, you might have seen such information like in textbook they have given that runs made by batsman in last 10 test matches or runs made by batsman in any of the match and number of wickets taken by bowler in 10 ODIs. Marks scored by students. Marks scored by students of your class in mathematics and number of story books read by each of your friends. So these all are information we will see in our day-to-day life. And what they are given here, the information collected in all such cases is called data. The information collected in all such cases, or we may see some other examples in our day-to-day life. So these information collected in all such cases is called as data. Data is nothing but information. Generally, what we can say, data is nothing but information. What we see in our day-to-day life. And here sometimes data is represented graphically. To understand data or information, it is represented graphically to give a clear idea of what it represents. To give a clear idea, sometimes it is represented graphically. So here there are different ways to represent data or information. So first one is a pictograph. First one, a pictograph. Pictorial representation of data using symbols. So here you will represent data using symbols. Suppose for example here in textbook page number 69, what are given? One car, one car represents one picture of car represents 100 cars. One car, one symbol stands for 100 cars. Here, this one symbol stands for 100 cars. So here, in July, they are given 2.5 cars. In July, 2.5 cars means one complete car, two complete cars, and one half car. Two and half means what they are given first. One symbol of this represents 100 cars. Here they are given two and half symbols means 250 cars. 250 cars sold out in July. In August, here they are given 3 cars. Three symbols means how many cars? 3 means 300 because they are given here 100 cars for one symbol. They have given here 3 symbols means 300 cars in August. Like this only in September. In September, they have given 4 symbols like this. Four symbols means how many cars? 400 cars in September. So here, below this example, they have given some questions. How many cars were produced in the month of July? So in the month of July, how many cars are produced? They are given here 2.5 symbols of this car. 2.5 means 250 cars. So how many cars were produced in the month of July? In the month of July, 250 cars were produced. Next question. In which month were maximum number of cars produced? In which month were maximum number of cars produced means here 250, 300, 400 means 400 maximum. In which month? September. So in September, maximum number of cars were produced. So this is the first type of data representation. In second one, a bar graph. Second type of data representation, bar graph. Bar graph means a display of information using bars of uniform width, their heights being proportional to the respective values. So with the respective values, we will represent the bars. So see here example, they have given an example. They are 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, like this, 300, 350. What is this? Number of students in class 8. This is number of students in class 8. You can see this diagram in textbook also, page number 70. So this represents number of students in class 8 and here 2003 to 4, 2004 to 5, 2005 to 6, 2006 to 7, 2007 to 8. So this is academic years. This represents academic years. And here 2003, 2004, how many students are there? 100. So we'll take the length of the bar to 100 here. So there are 100 students in class 8 in 2003 and 2004. Like that only in 2004 and 5. There are 200 students means here. In 2004 and 2005, how many students? 200 students. And next year 2005 and 2006, 250 students means here 250 students. Like this only next year 300. There are 300 students in class 8. We will represent this in graph according to the values. In 2007 and 2008, how many students are there? 350 students are there. Therefore, this is 350. Now, for this graph, they are given some questions. What is the information given by the bar graph? So here, what is the information given? Number of students in class 8 during different academic years, or number of students in class 8 from 2003 to 2008 academic years. So number of students in class 8, basically they have given information. Now, in which year is the maximum, is the increase in the number of students maximum? In which year is the increase in number of students is maximum? Here 2003 to 4 it was 100 and 2004 to 5 it was 200. Means here it is 100 and it is 200. So what is the increase now? First it is 100, now it is 200, means there is increase of 100 students between 2003 and 2004. Like this only check 2004 to 2005. First it is 200, now it is 2000. Sorry, 200, now it is 250. Means only 50 increase. Next 2005 to 6. Here it is 250. It is 300. Means only increase of 50 students. And here 2006 to 2007. Here it is 300. It is 350. Means there is increase of 50 students again. What is the question here? In which year is the increase in the number of students maximum? In which year means that is 2004, because 100 students increased in 2004, because in 2003 there was only 100 students. Here in 2004 200 students, means increase of 100 students there. Therefore, we have to write 2004 is the increase in the number of students maximum. In which, next question, in which year is the number of students maximum? In which year number of students maximum means here 350 students means 2008, sorry 2007 and 8. Number of students maximum means 350, 2007 and 2008. Next question. State whether true or false. The number of students during 2005 and 6 is twice that of 2003 and 2004. Here, what they are given? State whether it is true or false. And they are given that the number of students during 2005 and 2006, here number of students in 2005 and 2006 is 250, and the number of students during 2005 and 6 is twice that of 2003 and 4. 2003 and 4 means it is 100. It is 100. It is here 250. It is more than twice. So here we have to mention false because it is more than twice. If it is 200, it is true, but here it is 250. In 2005 and 6, it is 250. Means it is more than twice. But when you compare with 2004 and 5, it is 200. So it is twice of 2003 and 4. But here they are given 2005 and 6, which is more than twice of the 2003 and 4. So this is about bar graph. Now I will discuss another one, double bar graph. Here, third one, double bar graph. This is the graph they are given here. 10 to 80, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Here they are given two boxes. One box is for 2005 to 2006 academic year, and one shaded box. This is for 2006 to 2007. They are given different bars, double bar graphs here. This is for 30 and this is 60. This is for maths. Next, social science. First it is 50, next 55. So here 50 and 55 means it is between 50 and 60. Again it is shaded graph. This is for social science. Next science, that is 45 and 50. 45 and 50. This is science. Next, English. One is for 50 and the one is 45. 50. Next, 45. This is for English. Next one, Hindi. Here, both are 60. 60 here. So this represents marks obtained by students. Marks obtained by students. and these all are subjects. These all are subjects. Here marks obtained by students. These all are subjects. See here, double graph means a bar graph showing two sets of data simultaneously. Double graph always shows, as the name indicates, always it shows two sets of data. Here it shows two sets of data simultaneously. It is useful for the comparison of the data. Here we can compare data or information here. So here it shows marks obtained by students and these all are subjects, and this indicates 2005 to 2006 academic year without shaded. Without shaded bar graph, what shows academic year 2005 to 6, and this shaded bar graph shows academic or marks obtained in 2006 to 2007. Here in maths, marks obtained by students in here, this is not shaded, means this is for 2005 to 2006, means 30. In 2006 to 7, here 2006 to 7, it is 60. Like this only for social science, this is for 2005 to 6, they got 50, and in 2006 to 7 for social science, how much they got? 55. Like this only it continues. They are given 4 questions below that. What is the information given by the double bar graph? What is the information they are given here? They are given marks obtained by students in the academic year 2005 to 2006 and 2006 to 2007. What they are given? They are given marks obtained by the students in the academic year 2005 to 6 and 2006 to 7. In which subject has the performance improved the most? In which subject performance has improved the most? Maths, because here it is 30 in 2007, sorry, 5 to 6. But in 2006 to 7, it is 60. Means twice the performance is improved. Therefore, in the here, sorry, in which subject means in maths subject the performance improved the most. In which subject has the performance deteriorated? In which subject? Here, science and English. Science and English. Performance decreased in science and English for third question. Next, in which subject is the performance at par? In which subject performance is at par? Here, for maths and Hindi, both subjects they got 60. Therefore, Hindi and maths is the answer. I hope you all are clear with these examples, and this double bar graph is for these graphs indicates two sets of data simultaneously, always two sets of data simultaneously. In next class, I will continue with some other examples on organizing data and grouping data. After that only, I will continue with exercise 5.1. Thank you all.